Hello. Okay. Uh, you make me or you made me make a video for you. How dare you? When you come to class on Saturday, say hello, Mr. James. I'm the one that's made a video for, so that will mark your face. So yeah, bring in a cylinder and then make sure this stuff is set to 16. And then let's just quickly work on this. You can see what I'm pressing around here. Let's add in, okay, before you add in anything, let's put a loop cut around here. Scale this one down. Scale this, scale this one down. Let's see. Face selection mode, delete the faces, and then let's add in the subsoft modifier. My battery is running low. I hope I can finish this before time. Right click, shade smooth. Let's see, okay. Now we have this ugly bottom. So face selection mode, I to insert so that the cup can sit flat on this table or whatever it is. And you can see we have from big to small, but mine is something else, so it should be something like this. Yeah, something like this is fine. Okay. So to get the thickness of that stuff, we solidify modifier. So come to generate, rather add modifier, generate, and then you come to solidify, and then put solidify above subsoft, even thickness, and then let's crank up the thickness a bit. And then we cannot see it very well until we go to edit mode and then adding a loop cut around here. Let's see. Okay, this is lovely. And then put another one. Should I put one here? I think around here should be lovely, which means I need to bring this one in some more. Okay, so still in edit mode, we need to get these places where we're going to put our handles. Okay, that's where you're making mistakes. So let me add the loop cuts around here where it starts, and then the loop cuts around here, which means we don't need this loop cut anymore. We need it. I just need to scale it down. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is much better. So now we can see that we have our handles, the place to put our handles. Okay, and take note that I use 16. So if I'm right orthographic view, you can see that I'm selecting even faces. Okay, when you use 32, you are going to have issue. Then when you're making another mistake is you press I to insert, for example, and then you delete the face, you are going to have a hole. We don't want that. I said it is one thing to add a modifier, it is another thing to apply a modifier. Right now we've added the modifier, but we've not applied it. So what I want to do now, I need to apply the solidify modifier. Now that it's applied, I can go to edit mode and select just this face. The reason I selected again was because of, if you go to edit mode, you can see both front and back are selected. Front and back are selected, so we need just the outside. So select the outside. Let's turn this thing off for now. Let's see what we have. Item. Okay. So let's see, and then edit mode, item insert a bit, and then let's scale it in the Y size a bit thin. I think this should be fine. Then you can do X to delete face, but not on delete face. Unselect the one in the bottom, leave this one on top, and then we want to use the spin tool. So to use the spin tool, I will need to go to edit mode, go to my cursor selection tool, and then position my cursor to be somewhere around there because I want to spin like this. Okay, so let's put the cursor somewhere around there one more time, and then go to the spin tool, and make sure that by default yours should be in the Z, so Y should be the correct one, or you can try X, anyone that gives you the capability to spin like this. So for me, mine is Y. I think I want the cursor to be somewhere around here. Okay, so spin. So let's spin. Okay, we'll finish spinning around. Let's adjust it. Okay, somewhere around here. Okay, that's lovely. Now switch back to the selection tool. This face is looking ugly, so I'm going to flatten it. Okay, cool. I see. X delete faces. No, don't delete the face, leave it. Let's select both of them like this. Right click and say bridge faces. Yeah, bridge faces. Okay, cool. I can see that this edge is looking shrinked. That's a simple fix. So I can select now, click here, control, click here, add this one to it, and then Alt S to scale it out a bit. Okay, that's fine. And then you can turn on the subsoft to have this beautiful looking mock thingy. Then you can go ahead and start you can use the move tool and then how to turn on proportional editing. I didn't teach you guys this, but yeah, you should have learned something like this. Okay, this is ugly. So what I'm going to do, instead of this, let me turn it off. I'm going to dissolve some of the edges. I'm in my edge selection mode, selecting a complete edge ring, and I'm dissolving some edges so that I'll be able to work. Remember I told you guys that I said it is easier to work from low poly to high poly. If my laptop battery finishes before this video, I don't know what I'm going to do to you. Because I was supposed to work on something. I had to pause what I was doing to make this video for you. What are you going to do for me? No worries. Yappi has paid for your debts. Okay, I think oh no, this is too big. Even if it's me just teaching you guys, it's still too big. I think something like this. Okay, I can accept this. Okay, yeah, I can accept this. Yeah, so this is how you do it. I hope you understand. If you don't understand, watch this video a million times till you understand it, okay? Oh, let me just use this opportunity to teach texturing. So I want to give this thing color, okay? So come to material tab and then create new color. But this time we're going to create two different colors, okay? So let's call this one red. And then let's click on this plus icon and add another one. Let's call it white or cream. Okay, let's do cream. Okay, so now for if you go to our material property or our material working tab, you can see we have this. So if I click on this place and I change this color to red, nothing is happening. Why? Because the cream is more selected. Okay, let's change back to the red. You see, so make sure you selected the red. So I'll come here and I'll make the red. Okay, but now we're not getting the inside. So let's try and get the inside. So I'll click on the cream and then I'll click on my base color and I'll change it to something creamish, okay? But the inside still doesn't have the cream. How do you go about it? So you go to edit mode, face selection mode. So let's select these faces and then these faces. So come to our selection tab here and see select inner region. This shit does not want to work for me today. Let's try one more time. Select loop. What if it does not work? Okay, let's try one more time. Select loop. Awesome. So you need to be in your edge selection mode, okay? And then select this edge ring and then that bottom edge ring and then do that stuff. So let's come to the cream. So select the cream and then click assign. So there you go, lovely mock. Isn't this beautiful? So let's click on the red. Let's make the red a little bit glossy by turning down the glossiness. And then I think it's too much. Something like this. This is fine. As for this art design, I don't think I have the battery to teach you guys that, but this is enough. And then you can do that nice render. I'm going to render this later to just show off that I'm better than you guys, okay? But for now, I don't have batteries, so this is why I'm going to rest my case. Peace out. Happy blending, guys.